Hi everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. If we haven't met before, my name is Rachel and this is one of my dogs, Gus. We are going to be doing a nice full body flexibility practice today. So find just a little bit of space to move and let's get started. So let's begin today in just a nice comfy seat, and you can actually place your hands on your knees. Taking a nice big inhale, lengthen through your spine. With the exhale, start to turn your chest over towards the right side for just a nice gentle twist. And then using an inhale, you can start to turn your chest back to face the front, maybe lengthen your spine a little more. And exhale, turn your chest to the left. Nice, you guys. Use an inhale, bringing your chest back to face the front, and exhale, turn it over to the right side again. And one more breath in, brings you back through center, and exhale, twist to the left. Awesome, you guys. Use an inhale, bringing your chest back to face the front. Your hands might rest on your knees or maybe in your lap, but take another breath in and sit even taller. Maybe close your eyes and use the exhale to lower your chin down towards your collarbone. Let your head hang heavy. Feel the length of the back of the neck and take another inhale. Lengthen your spine again. As you exhale, soften your shoulders. With an inhale, you can start to roll your head slowly towards the right shoulder. Keep going until you find that nice side neck stretch. Awesome, you guys. Stay for one more breath in. Use the exhale to bring your chin slowly back down towards the collarbone. And inhale, roll your head to the left. Maybe sit a little taller. Relax the jaw. Soften the neck. One more inhale here. And then use the exhale to slowly bring the chin back down. Awesome, you guys. Take an inhale and lift your head back up just to that nice neutral place. If you want to add in a shoulder roll, add in a shoulder roll. Then we're just going to move our fingertips to the floor beside us. Take a nice big inhale. Reach your right arm out to the side, all the way up. You can lean over and add a nice big side stretch. Maybe even spread your fingers nice and wide. And take a big inhale to lift back up. Bring your fingertips down to the floor beside you. Inhale, left arm out to the side, and then up, and maybe over. Reach, reach, reach. Nice job, you guys. Take a big inhale. Find your way all the way back up. If you want another shoulder roll, add another shoulder roll. If your eyes are still closed, you can start to open them. We're going to make our way into tabletop. So spreading your fingers nice and wide, bring your knees under your hips. You might even rock your hips side to side a couple times. And then we're just going to warm up through the spine with some cat and cow. So take an inhale, drop your belly, start to lift your chest, maybe lifting the chin. As you exhale, round the spine, give that tummy a little squeeze. Inhale, dropping the belly again, lift the chest. And then exhale as you round it out. Push into your palms. Try to open up between the shoulder blades. One more here. Inhale, dropping the belly. And exhale as you round it out. Nice work, you guys. Take an inhale and come back to a nice flat back. We're going to extend our right leg out behind us. So just tuck the toes, push the ball of the foot into the mat. Maybe a little rock forwards and back to stretch the ankle, stretch the calf, feels good. Nice, you guys. You can keep your leg going straight out behind you, or you can start to walk it over towards the left side. Walk it over, probably off of your mat, and then just take the hips, send them to the right a little bit. Nice, you guys. You might feel this through that right side body, maybe all the way through that right leg. Nice job, you guys. Send the hips over towards the right side just as much as you need to feel something. Awesome work. And if you did walk your foot over to the left, slowly walk it on back and slide your knee in. Maybe rock your hips side to side a couple times, and then let's switch. Send your left leg out. Tuck those toes. Maybe just a little rock forwards and back. Just encouraging the ball of the foot into the ground. Maybe you want to stay here. Maybe you want to start to walk your foot behind you towards the right side. Walk it over, and then send the hips to the left. Put just a little bit of effort into sending the hips over towards that left side. Awesome job, you guys. Walking the foot back in behind you if you sent it over to the right side, and then you can slide your knee in as well. Maybe rocking your hips side to side a couple times here. We're going to move into our shoulders a little bit so you can reach your right arm out in front. We're going to keep our left hand beside us for support. Half a puppy dog. So reach and kind of lengthen through the right arm. Keep your hips nice and high, and then start to lower your chest. You can rest your forehead, or maybe your right cheek can rest on the mat. Let the chest get heavy. Using that left hand and arm to support you from going too far. Finding the breath. Nice job, you guys. Let's take an inhale and slowly lift. Lift on up. Bring your left hand back under your shoulder. Bring your right hand back under your shoulder. Take a little shoulder roll. And we're just going to switch sides. Reaching, lengthening through the left arm. Use that right hand at your side for support. Keep the hips high. Melt it down. Maybe the forehead, maybe the left cheek rests this time. Just feel the love through that left shoulder and arm. And stay for just another breath. And then use an inhale when you are ready to slowly lift. Lift on up, find your tabletop. Spread the fingers wide. Maybe rock the hips a couple times. And then we're just going to start to kind of spread the knees out a little bit wider. You can start by having your big toes together as well. We're just going to send the hips back towards the heels. So let's keep our chest lifted a little bit, pushing into the palms, just sending the hips back towards the heels. If you feel the love through the legs and the hips right now with the big toes touching, you're just going to stay here. We're going to keep our chest lifted, but you might get a little bit more love through the hips if you send the big toes or create some space between the big toes, separating the feet a little bit. Push into your palms, send the hips back towards the heels. Again, you might lift the hips for a moment and bring the feet out even wider. Push into the palms, send the hips back. You might find that sweet spot where you feel a really awesome hip stretch. Push into those palms. Just a little bit of effort to send the hips back towards the heels. Nice, you guys. One more chance to bring the feet even wider. I would say right behind the knees is probably as wide as you want to go. And just send those hips back. Nice, you guys. Let's use an inhale. Lift your hips up, away from the heels. Slide your knees back in and all the way together. We're going to sit back on our heels. Sit back on your heels. Take an inhale. Lengthen through the spine. As you exhale, let your chin fall down towards your collarbone. You can add your arms here, maybe interlacing the fingers and pushing the palms forwards, creating space between the shoulder blades throughout the upper back. Maybe even squeeze the tummy in a little bit, tuck the chin a little more. Awesome job, you guys. Take an inhale, start to lift your chin as well as the chest. And you can bring your hands maybe to your hips, maybe interlace them behind you, maybe lift the chest and the chin even more. Nice job, you guys. Stay for an inhale and then relax on the exhale. Maybe you want to take a shoulder roll. Awesome, Rick, you guys. Let's cross our ankles. Have a seat, bringing your legs out in front. You can have your legs straight. You can have your legs bent, up to you, but I want you to be able to sit tall here. We're going to take a bit of a twist. So you might want your knees bent, you might want your legs straight, but our arms and our hands will be there for support. So take an inhale to lengthen through the spine. As you exhale, we're going to turn our chest over towards the right. You might rest your hands on your knees. Maybe one hand can come behind you. Just use those fingertips. Or maybe your entire palm can rest down for support to keep your spine nice and long. And if your legs are out straight, see if you can point your toes up towards the ceiling. A nice twist. Awesome, you guys. So use an inhale. Slowly bring the chest back to face the front. As you exhale, we're going to turn the other way. Use those fingertips on the floor behind you especially. Find that long spine. Draw your tummy in a little bit here. This is a bit of work to stay sitting tall because our legs are out. Awesome job, you guys. Use an inhale, bringing the chest back to face the front. Reset, maybe roll the shoulders back and down if you want to bend your knees or straighten your legs. Make that adjustment. We're going to fold forwards. Inhale to lengthen through the spine and an exhale to tip forwards. Soften through the shoulders. Feel the length through the legs. Nice work, you guys. We're going to take an inhale to lift the upper body back up. And we're just going to bring the soles of our feet together and our knees out wide, butterfly. You can decide how close you want your heels towards your hips, how big you want that diamond shape to be. Take an inhale to sit tall though. Stay here or fold forwards. Nice job, you guys. Using an inhale to lift your upper body all the way back up. You can bring your knees together. Give yourself a little hug. A little rock side to side. And then we're going to come back onto our hands and knees and bring our right foot forwards. So finding a lunge, sending the hips forwards. Bring your hands to the floor. Sink into the hips, finding that left hip flexor. You can stay here with the foot in the middle, or you could heel toe your foot over to the right side for lizard. Maybe turning your toes out to the side a little bit. Sinking into the hips. Let those hips get heavy. Nice work, you guys. If you did join me in lizard, you brought that your front foot out to the side. We're going to heel toe it back into our lunge. So heel toe back into your lunge. Send your hips forwards again. Soften that hip, especially that left hip. Nice work, you guys. And then let's slowly start to push into the hands and bring the right knee back to the mat. Maybe a couple rocks side to side for the hips. Switching sides, bringing the left foot forwards when you are ready. Finding your lunge. Not staying too long in any of these stretches today. Finding that right hip flexor. If you want to stay in the lunge, stay in the lunge, or heel toe your foot over to the left side for lizard. Feeling both of those hips. Let the hips get heavier. Awesome, you guys. If you brought your foot over to the left side, heel toe, back to the middle. Set up your lunge one more time. Send those hips forwards. Awesome work, you guys. When you're ready, push into your hands. Bringing that left knee back into your tabletop. Maybe a couple rocks side to side for the hips. And then you can start to cross your ankles. Have a seat. Have a comfy seat so you could sit cross-legged. You could sit in butterfly, but just take an inhale to lengthen through the spine. Big exhale. Let it go. Awesome work today, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your day. And until next time, namaste.